Hi everyone, I wanted to show you a video on a couple of things that I did. Now, Natasha from Treasure Books did a video like this not too long ago. And it was getting all your book pages, gluing them together, and making pockets, any size you want to do. So I thought, whenever I get Happy Mail in, or people send me stickers or little die cuts and things like that, right? I always put them in a special spot, and I never find them again until I'm looking for other things, and boom, oh, here they are. They're in this thing. Well, I know you can say, well, just put them in a box so you'll know. I did that. It doesn't work. So I said, what if I made these pockets? And then if I got some Happy Mail, whatever, I can stick them in this special pocket, and I'll put it either in my drawer or on my desk so that I'll always have it close by, and I'll see it when I open the drawer because they're flat enough. I'll always see it, so I'll know, where it is. So I'm going to tell you what I did. And then after this, I'm going to make another video. Hopefully tonight when I get home from all my errands that I got to do. I'll make another video and I'll do one with you. So I just want to show you how I did this. I used the Creepers books from Dollar Tree. Let me get one and show you. So Dollar Tree has these Creepers books, and I got a while ago, they have all different, stories and stuff. So I think I don't know, I bought a ton of them, all different ones, right? Because when I do, the main reason why I got them was when I do my journals, and when I do a couple of pockets in my journals that have the book pages, and one of the books that I was using from Dollar Tree had swears in it, and I was like, Now I thought it was hysterical, but if I'm going to be selling a journal and let's say they're going to give it to a little kid, right? So even though I thought it was funny, I was like, I got to get some books now that I know not going to have any swears in them. So then this started of getting these. So what I did was I took the books out, and I cut where there was no words. I just cut the margins. You don't have to do that. That's what I did. But, do it however you want. And I put 3, 3, and 3, and I glued them all together. I folded this up, and then I closed this. You can do it any way you want. You can close it so they're both in the middle. You can close it like this, like a pocket. However you want to do it, whatever size you want. You could do a tiny one. I just wanted to do these big ones, so I had somewhere to put goodies and not lose them. And it was a fun project too. So after that, I ended up doing the Tim Holtz photographs here. And I made like a little story. And I also used the Tim Holtz tape finally. The distress tape. You can make it yourself. But I used, what he had. I love it. And so these are missing people. The story behind this is they went to this haunted house. And these are all images that I got in the book. And I'm sorry, not this. I'll show you the other one. These are, Damien bought me Tim Holtz. They're like tissue paper with all designs on them. That's what all this is. I used my Mod Podge. I didn't use the sparkle one. I just used the regular one. And I Mod Podged all this stuff on first. All these designs. This. Up here, Then I put these on. I put Mod Podge all over it. I wanted to give it like, you don't need to do Mod Podge at all, but I wanted to make it a little bit like, I guess sturdy, but that's not really the thing I was looking for. Because what you're going to do is after you put your pages down, now you're going to bulk it up with more pages to make it sturdy. you know. So you're going to do it. So that's what I did. I did all that, and then I put these on. So these are missing people. These are all missing people because they went to this haunted mansion and they were never found again. Okay, so that's that. And I also stitched, I used this cute little stitch. It's like little snowflakes, I guess. And so I used that, you know, and it was white. It's white thread, but I ended up just distressing it so it came out that color. So this is the first one, and you know, then I put Dollar Tree thing there, put this there. I used all my scrap pieces of fabric. You know, whenever I try to do projects, I try to use all my scraps if I can. So that was the first one. Actually, this is the first one. I did this one first. This is the one I did first. And all these images are from the book inside. That's what I got, everything from that. Then I had some of my damask bag here that I used. I used this stitch on it, the zigzag. Now, look, it messed up over here. It kept, I don't know, it like messed up, and then it was like, it did some crazy thing. The sewing machine did some crazy thing over here, like it was all bunching up and all that. And I love it because I'm like, that is all messed up. Look, it's all, then I stopped it there. Because then I was like, well, I don't really need to sew the bottom. The bottom's closed. So then I stopped, and it's just a mess, but I love it because I think it goes good. So I had this beautiful piece that I was saving for a journal. Usually my boho journals, I'll do something like this. But it fits so perfect there. So that's what I did. And of course, I burned the edges because I hate this type of trim because it unravels. You know, it's so beautiful though. So you got to make sure you burn the edges so they don't come apart. So I just took pictures of the book, inside the book, where the last page had all volumes here of what they had. So I put those up there. There's a hand here. It comes through up here. And then I put creepers there, and I put all the books. There's the Grave Digger, the Golden Goblet. We have Ghost Rider, Cold Kisser, Mirror Mirror, you know. And, you know, I didn't bother distressing in there, but it's a big pocket. And then inside, on the other side, it says read in peace. It's got the boy reading, the grave over there, more books from Creepers, the Scarecrow. Here was another image of, there's like a bat there with the moon. And so I put Mod Podge on this too. You don't need to do that at all. But this was a lot of fun. So of course I did 2 creepy ones. So now in the tutorial tonight, which really isn't going to be a tutorial because I think you can kind of figure out how to do this. It's not rocket science at all. And you've probably made a million of these in the past, but I just had so much fun with this that I wanted to make the video. So tonight when I get home, since I did 2 creepy ones, I think we should do a pretty one. Maybe we should do a shabby chic one or something like that. I'm going to go in my stash and see what I have. And I will do a tutorial for you later on that I'll probably post tomorrow. As long as I get around to doing it. I don't know if I'm going to be busy. If something pops up, you never know. But anyway, I just loved how they came out. A lot of fun. I did this on my lunch break at work because I'm all caught up with journals. And I really don't know what else to do for a journal right now. Actually, I do have a teal and shabby chic journal that I'll be working on Monday. Other than that, I'm kind of like, don't know what to do because I made a bunch of new ones and I don't know. I just don't know what else to make right now. So I concentrated on these type of things to keep me busy. So hopefully when I get stickers and things like that, I'll put them in here. I'll put them right in my drawer. They're flat enough to go in my drawer. And I'm always opening my drawer for my inks or for my logo stickers to put on the journals or projects I make. So I'm always going in there. So I'm always going to see these, you see. That's the thing. I'm always going to see them. Sorry about that. I touched the camera. So that's what I needed to do. And then I also did a little baby one here. You know, I didn't decorate it or anything. I just sewed. Again, I was having fun with the sewing machine. Zigzag. So, you know, I did a small one here. But what's that going to be good for? You're not going to really be able to put much in there. But just playing around. So that was kind of like my little prototype. And then I did these at work. And that is all I wanted to show you today. So hopefully tonight I'll get some time to make another one. We'll do a pretty one together. And we'll have some fun with it. And hopefully you'll give it a try if you didn't already. Or if you haven't already in the past. But it was just a lot of fun, so I wanted to show it. So thanks for watching. Happy crafting. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye.